Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing today? If you haven't noticed by now, we got a special guest with us today. Good morning, D. How you doing, girly girl?
Good morning. I am doing well. I hope everybody else is doing good too.
Yeah, had to put your picture up there on the wall. Look at there, look at there. All right, guys and gals in the chat. Good morning. How y'all doing? I hope you're all staying nice and warm and cozy wherever you're at, or staying cool if it's hot where you're at. All right, all right. Let's say some good mornings. D, have at it. Say some good mornings, girly girl.
Good morning, Jack. Hey, Paul. Hi, Nancy. I hope everybody is doing good. Hi, Suzanne. How are you, little Susie? And I do believe I saw Santa Patty's in there and Mr. Walker. How
Good
are
morning.
you?
Right, right. Yeah, there's St. Patty's right there. She just
Yeah.
popped in. Who else we got in here? I'll scroll back a little ways. I think I seen Charlie in here. Mr. Paul Falls. What's happening, Captain? There's Jim and Miss Brenda. Uh, I think you got Nancy, didn't you? If not,
No,
good
I.
morning, Nancy.
Good morning, Nancy.
Shennemesis. I don't see Shennemesis, but I see Jack telling her good morning. So Shennemesis, if you're in the house, this one's for you, girl. Where you at there, button boy? Ah, Shennemesis. Shennemesis is in the house, Nancy says. All right, now we can scroll on back down. Man, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about today, D.
Yeah, we do.
Oh man, I don't know if we're going to be able to cram it all into one show.
We can
There's a
try. We can
there's a
try.
lot. I mean,
There is.
we're going to be talking about the new John Doe motion, which we all know who it is. I'm not going to say who I think it is, but we all know who it is. It's the only buffoon that likes to make a mockery out of this whole thing. But yeah, we're going to be talking about that. And I really want to touch with the bankruptcy stuff, especially Lisa's involvement with it, because Dee and I were having some conversations about that. She's got a lot of good points. A lot of good points, guys. Yes, she does. What you think, Dee?
Just keep in mind that I am not a lawyer. It is just my opinion. And just opinion. That's it.
I thought you was a lawyer.
No, 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 no. No.
Oh, kind of like some of those people that claim to be lawyers on the other side, which actually they're defamed lawyers that have had their license taken away. They served prison time. Some of the lawyers retired under circumstances that they don't want to admit. Yeah, yeah. So yeah.
Bankruptcy can
Oh,
be a beast.
was that
Bankruptcy can be a beast, especially if you don't fill out your schedules properly.
right? Right.
Yeah.
MrCoop, he is going to get spanked by the judge this time for second time and hopefully sanctioned. Well, the only bad thing about that, Al, is this John. This is what he does. Okay, he files these motions under other means, like apparently his dad filed. We know it wasn't his dad. And now apparently somebody's filed this John Doe motion with no name attached to it. So legally, we know who it is. We have a good suspicion who it is. But as far as the court goes, it just says what? John Doe. So I don't know how that's going to work. Do you, D?
No, no. It's probably going to get, tossed, just like the other one. It's going to get tossed. And I'm curious though, will these John Doe motions keep appearing?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. I do know that I think there's been one other filed. I'm not 100% sure. Al could probably answer that question, but I think there's been one other John Doe filing that's been filed. I'm not 100% sure though. Uh, But this one's pretty interesting because he refers to document 142. Matter of fact, let me pull that up while you chit chat with the audience.
All right. Hey, Jim. How are you doing? Hi, Harry. Hi, Deb in Michigan. Good
Oh,
morning, Alan. Yeah, evidence
oh.
is going to be a must. You got to have evidence, or you bring nothing.
Now, document 142, I think that's what he was referring to, this John Doe character. I think that's what he was referring to was document 142. Let me pop that open and see. I read some of it. Oh, no, document 149. Okay, I'm mistaken. I knew it was in the 40s, just didn't know which one it was. So let's take a look at 149. Man, I love the system having this stuff all organized. It's so easy to find.
I look
All
around.
right. Oh, yeah, it was an order that the judge oh yeah. Presently before the court is non-party John Doe's motion for leave to intervene for the limited purpose of notifying the court of plaintiff's misconduct. When he's talking about misconduct, I think he's talking about Randy.
I do believe so. I think so.
But yeah, we'll go over both of these. Let me get the other one open. Yeah, there's that one. But yeah, okay. So John Doe is arguing John Doe's motion that got, stricken by the judge. I
Right.
mean, shoot, that was 4 pages long. Wow. Yeah, he denied. Accordingly, it is ordered that John Doe's motion for leave to intervene for limited purpose of notifying the court of plaintiff's misconduct, document 147, is denied. Denied. So ordered this day, or on this 19th day of December.
Do you see
So,
what Al just says? He
what's that?
says under document. Crap. Where did it go? It just went poof.
This
Under
one here?
under document 149 footnote number 1, John Doe motions are not allowed for federal courts.
Right. So what does he do? He turns around and he files another one. But this is where it gets sticky. All right. We know who's doing this. But on the paperwork, it's just listed as John Doe. So how can you sanction a person that doesn't exist?
Don't know.
Because he doesn't have his name on it, and speculation and suspicions aren't proof of guilt. So the judge, I don't see how the judge can do anything to say paint chips for these motions when these motions were filed under John Doe. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Boy, you guys are chatty Cathy's this morning. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we're going to go over some of that stuff as well because this is pretty interesting. I was listening to Leslie just a little bit this morning. I mean, a little bit. The last video she put out where she had paint chips on with her, and it was interesting to listen to him, and just listening to some of the stuff that he was saying. He's sounding like he's trying to fight this as a sovereign citizen, is what it sounds like to me.
Yeah. Sov sits. I have.
Have you had any experience, with any of that stuff?
Just by watching a few videos on YouTube, and I have to laugh at them because they think rules don't apply to them.
Right. I mean, I don't think I've watched quite a bit of the people claiming to be sovereign citizens, and I've never seen one ever win anything. Matter of fact, the judge usually laughs them right out of the court. If they don't get laughed at, they get ridiculed by the judge.
Yes, they pretty much get shut down.
Come on. Okay. I got to get dogs in the house. I got to be.
All right. Good morning, Raquel. Hi, Chris. Hi, Colleen. Hi, Shell Bell. Oh, look, we have JJ Bean Raiders. Welcome, guys. Welcome on. The sovereign sits to me are they're I don't know they're they believe they live in a land where there are no laws, there are no rules, and they can do what they want. So
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, we got JJ Bean in here.
yeah, the Raiders came in.
Hey, hey, hey! What's up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Hey, Chucky.
I got the wrong thing open. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all the Raiders. How you guys doing today? How you doing? How you doing? Oh, there's JJ Bean right there. There he is. All right. Has he been in the chat yet?
I haven't seen him.
Well, JJ Bean, if you're out there, good morning, young man. Thank you. Welcome to all the Raiders. Good to have you. Good to have you. Now I can put this back over on where I was at. But yeah, the sovereign citizen stuff. Listening to the way he was talking and basically his strategy of what he's going to be doing, it sounded just like this sovereign citizen crap. It's going to be interesting to see how he tries to play this out with the judge. Because Belethio, so far, there's a lot of people that's lost a lot of faith in Belethio.
Well, isn't this supposed to go in front of Hinkle?
Yeah, ultimately it goes in front of Hinkle, but the one doing all the groundwork, all the grunt work right now is Belethio. So he makes a lot of decisions before it gets to Hinkle, from what I understand. See, I don't understand a whole lot about the magistrate versus the actual judge. I'm assuming magistrates are there to assist the regular judge with all the menial work below him, and then when it comes time for trial and stuff, it goes before Hinkle, which is the regular judge, right?
I don't know how that works either.
Oh,
I know judges are voted in. Hey,
well,
Carol.
I might have misspoken. Oh, Carol, what you got to say? Good morning, Coop and D spills the tea. I've been seeing they've been quoting sovereign citizens for a while now. I've been seeing they've been quoting sovereign. Oh, it's twice in a row. Yeah, yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Carol. I don't know if that's the game plan he's going with. But just some of the terminology and some of the stuff that I've heard him say, it really sounds like he's going for the sovereign citizen thing. What you got here, Coop? Are the original Sov Sids or
Cops.
Cops are the original Sov Sids. Well, see, that's when it comes to this, I'm like you, D. I don't. My goodness, you guys are chatty today. I really don't know. Everybody I've seen that's tried claiming the sovereign citizen thing have always been people that's gotten pulled over because they have no driver's license. So they get on the interwebs and they try and find all this information about sovereign citizen shit. And basically, the way I look at it is a bunch of chuckleheads trying to get out of one, they've either have a suspended license, or two, they are in trouble. And they're trying to use that sovereign citizen crap to keep them out of jail or keep them from getting fines. And I don't think I've ever seen it work ever.
No, that's their way of trying to say, well, I don't have to follow. I don't have to. It doesn't apply to me. Well, if I have to have a driver's license and I have to pay property taxes and I have to pay every tax there is under that umbrella of taxes, what makes them any different than me or you or anybody in the chat?
All right, Al, here you go, Al. Coop, you're absolutely correct. The magistrate judge does the preliminary work for the federal case, motions, evidence, so forth. Then the district judge takes over, and then the case goes fast. So basically, the magistrates, because Hinkle has more than just Belethio underneath him. He's got several magistrates that are doing the same stuff that Belethio is doing on different cases. So yeah, they're like how can I say this? They're like the ones that take your order at McDonald's, and then you got the guy in the back that's telling everybody else what to do. Sort of that situation.
Right.
You got big boss, and then you got the little guys. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not insulting Balathio in any means. That's just the way I'm looking at it. Oh my goodness! I think somebody's fixing to go to a timeout. They are wound for sound today. Jack Miles, what you got to say? Sovereigns believe the U.S. falls under what is that?
Admiralty laws that applied during the 17th and 18th centuries on the ocean. We're on land.
Right. I did know. Okay, now I used to participate in the 3%ers. I don't know if you know what that organization is.
No.
Okay, 3%ers are basically like, when they talk about the militant groups of each state has can afford. It's part of the Second Amendment, is what it's part of.
Okay.
Where everybody has the right to keep and bear arms. Blah 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 blah. Well, the 3%ers are. Dang it, there's a name for it. It's other than 3%ers. But anyway, they're basically a group of people that enforce their rights for being able to carry and defend what's theirs, basically. And I did come across a couple of guys that were into this sovereign citizen stuff really heavy. And the more they talked, the more of a moron they seemed to me. Because according to them, they think no laws apply to them whatsoever, that they can just be, they can just exist. And I don't understand it. Every town, every county, every state has their laws that they have adopted over the life of that state, country, or state, county, or town. Well, when you're in that town, you're basically visiting that town, or you live in that town. You have to obey what their laws are, in my opinion. So what makes these people so special? They think they can live on a piece of property that's presides in a county that's ruled by that county, and they don't have to follow that county's rules. Anyway.
That's what it looks like. I mean, I don't understand people that have that mentality. Rules are put in place for a reason. And if you don't follow them, well, then you're going to have to suffer the consequences of not following them.
Okay, Chris, what you got to say? She says, yes, people have successfully represented themselves in court, known as pro se litigants or litigation, especially in simpler cases like small claims or traffic court. Oh, so you're talking about pro se. I'm talking about sovereign citizen. Is representing yourself pro se, is that considered sovereign citizenship?
No, I don't think so.
See, I'm confused on this. These people, I look at them as a joke. Okay. If I'm getting in trouble with the law somehow or another, I'm getting sued, I'm getting a lawyer. I'm getting someone that understands what I'm going to be going through. Because me, as a layman, I don't understand any of this stuff. Susie, what you got to say? Sovereigns don't drive, they travel. Yeah, I don't understand it. If you're traveling, I think a lot of these laws go back to like the horse and buggy days, before cars.
Yeah.
Because when you were traveling on a horse or a mule or in a wagon, you weren't required a driver's license. Driver's license came about when everybody started driving cars, when cars started becoming a means of transportation. So are they trying to use laws that are outdated, I guess?
Possibly. I don't know. They just think that the rules don't apply to them. And it's crazy.
Coop, is there a what?
A prison.
So nasty in Florida that can scare the poo out of fleece of lips. Lynette, there should be. I don't know much about the prisons in Florida. There's been a lot of hoopla about what is that, alligator Alcatraz, but I think that's for something that deals with immigration. I really don't know. I don't think it's but I do know there's a huge prison up around Tallahassee that's not a very nice place. I know some people that are spending vacation there, and they they say it's not a very nice place. I would think any prison in Florida would be a scary place, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Susie comes rolling in hot. Pro se is just no lawyer, different than sovereign. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Susie. Oh, and shit, I better get this out of the way. I forgot all about it. Oh, I think the first one was Carol. Thank you so much, girly girl.
Thank you, my friend.
And then we got Susie times 3, I think, already. I'm not going to hit that 3 times. All right. Thank you, Susie, for the $4 super chat, girly girl. It means a lot to me. Coop, sovereign citizens basically are trying to avoid simple laws, traffic, and every one of them are getting shut down in court. Right. So with sovereign citizens trying to do the simple stuff, like we were talking about, traffic violations, stuff like that, I'm wondering how this is going to play out, because this isn't a simple thing. This isn't as simple as a traffic violation. This is actually something a lot worse.
Yeah, it is. And you really don't want to be throwing that kind of stuff into motions. If you ask me, I wouldn't try to sound like a soft sit on a motion in a federal case.
Well, I'm not saying that's what Paint Chips is actually trying to do. It's just a lot of the stuff that I've heard him say, and especially a lot of the stuff that he says he has rights to say and do, it leans me towards thinking he's trying to play off of the sovereign citizen thing.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, and that's how it kind of reads.
Right. It's like rules for you, but not for me type of situation. How do they put that? No rules for thee, but rules for, or no rules for me, rules for thee. Some shit like that.
Right.
But yeah, that's what it sounds like. Because look at all of this stuff that he's put in these motions. You take the first 2 motions that were filed under his dad's name, where he was talking about the alligator effer and calling the judge a clown and talking about all this garbage, knowing that this is going to make the judge mad. It's inappropriate. What is it they say? You have the rights to say something, but it doesn't necessarily mean you should say something.
Right.
So I think just after some of the stuff I've seen him file, I think that's where he's going. But look at it like this. You've got all of that crazy stuff that he filed, or whoever filed, under his dad's name. But did you notice when he filed, where was the alligator effer? Where was the clown terminology? Where was all of the other outlandish things that were in the seniors' motions?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what he's getting at, because I'm pretty sure when it was the seniors' motions, they all went to he didn't even rule on that. It went straight to Hinkle over that.
Yeah.
Because he was calling the judge into account. Oh, Jaws, good morning. Coop, good morning. And happy Wednesday. Today's not Wednesday.
Well, it is where Jaws is.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think Jaws is over in Australia, isn't he?
Yeah, they're our future. They're our future. They're in the future.
Right. That's like Miyagi. I think she's like 12 hours or something ahead of us too, or 24 hours. Okay, they're getting quiet now. I don't know what to do. All right, Coop, remember some of the Paint Chips docs has already been sent to Hinkle early. Right. When he starts talking about bad things about the judge, the magistrate, I don't think that Belethio can even rule on that. It has to get sent up to Hinkle, right?
Yes, things have to go to Hinkle. And well, things like what these John Doe motions, I think they go straight to, I mean, I'm
Oh,
guessing.
Buck got something interesting to say. Sovereign citizens think everything is based on their mistaken understanding of the Constitution. Eric Martin, who killed the people, tried it. Who killed people tried it. Oh, right, right. Um, I'm gonna have to one day sit down and study up on this sovereign citizen stuff. Not that I want to use it, but yeah, it sounds fascinating. Yeah, I, I think I can find the humor in it. You know what I mean? How
Right.
somebody would be stupid enough to listen to anything that comes from a sovereign citizen's point of view. Sort of like listening to Lisa. You know, you listen just to see what the next stupid thing that she's going to say comes out of her mouth. Oh, here and after. Good morning. He said on Lips and Chips live, he stated it is a district, a distract, disruption, and drain money. I wouldn't doubt it one bit. And see, the funny thing is I think judges, when they finally see it and understand what's going on, I think they have the means to stop it, don't they, D?
I would think so. I would think that they would be able to say, okay, enough is enough. We're not doing this anymore.
Well, here's an example for you. You know the Granger's case, right?
Right.
And you also know Jeremy's case with the with the thumbnails.
Yes.
Remember what I don't know if the judge said it in the Granger's case, but I know he said it in Jeremy's case how he wasn't going to set the numbers in stone until after the bankruptcy. That
Yes.
way she couldn't write it off as
Yeah,
the bankruptcy.
exactly.
So that could be about the same way. The judge knows that he's coming in trying to cost Jeremy money by deliberately filing all this garbage. Can he put his foot down and stop it? And does he have the power to do that? I guess is my question.
Mm, I'm not sure. You would think he would be able to, but
I don't have any idea. Al
I
Walker,
don't
Coop,
know.
Mr. Coop. The best one is Sovereign Citizen has license plates that say
Private.
what? Private?
Private. Mhm.
Gotcha. Oh, I like the ones that just put a piece of cardboard up there. You know, no license plate at all, just a piece of cardboard.
Piece of
I saw one.
cardboard?
Yeah, I saw one the other day. Somebody put a piece of cardboard up as a license plate, and all it said on it was bill of sale. That was all it said. Just bill of sale, and it was on a piece of cardboard slapped where the license plate goes.
Are you joking or are you being
No,
serious?
no, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. There was a woman and a man. The woman was driving. The man was the passenger. They were in a red pickup truck, and their license plate was literally a piece of cardboard that was cut in the shape of a license plate, and it just said bill of sale wrote on it with Sharpie. Well, obviously the police pulled them over. Okay, so they pull into a convenience, or not a convenience store, into a like I think it's a McDonald's, something like that. Anyway, they pulled into there. Obviously, she was driving. He walks up to the window, and the first thing out of her mouth when he asked for, driver's license, registration, all that stuff. Oh, I don't have any of that. What do you mean you don't have any? She said, oh, just a minute. And she grabs out this big old wad of papers, right? And said, I'm a sovereign, or I don't think she claimed to be a sovereign citizen. She just basically handed him the paperwork and said, here, this will explain it all for you. Well, for one, it's not the police officer's job to educate himself on the side of the road. All he wants is your driver's license and your registration and all that information. But it didn't go well for him. She wound up going to jail. We
That's
all
that,
have to remember court and justice is very slow, and Belethio can do cannot do much till right. Exactly, Tammy. Exactly. I'm still holding out faith on him. I really am. Uh, a lot of people are mad at him right now because of the sanctions for Bubbles. I don't think he can do anything. I think that's going to have to be Hinkle that does that. What do you think,
Mm.
D?
I believe that is once this stay is lifted, and it should start moving, and once it starts moving, there's going to be a lot more coming in. It's probably going to happen not real fast, but it's going to happen in succession,
Right.
where there's a motion, then there's an answer, and it's going to be in succession. Uh, but as far as right now, this, in my opinion, um, generally a Chapter 7 bankruptcy, from what I've read, generally from start to finish, is about 45 to 90 days in length from the time you file to the time you get it discharged. This has been going on since July.
Right.
And
Right.
so once this is completed and it's put to bed, then things are going to start moving in both federal cases and in the other ones as well.
Susie come rolling in hot with a $2 super chat. What you got to say, girl? Coop. Sovereign is scary badger hole to go down. Yeah, that's why I've kind of stayed away from it, you know, because I know once I get my teeth hooked into something like that, I'm gonna be just, and I don't know if I want to waste that much time of my brain cells that I have left dealing with something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, let's get caught up again on this. I mean, man, this chat is flying today.
Do you want to know something, Coop? I just noticed people were saying hi to Shinemesis, but I couldn't see Shinemesis in StreamYard. I mean, in Restream.
She might have been before we went live. I
Okay.
know a lot of times that she lurks in the background, so she could have been live before we started, and we just didn't see her comments. But yeah, I haven't actually seen her in chat either, and I know she's not been hidden. I know for a fact she hasn't been hidden. So I'm gonna go look just to make 100% sure. But if somebody has hidden Shinemesis, somebody's gonna have some explanations to me about it. Because Shinemesis has always been a sweetheart in my chat. She has always been here almost every single day. She's done nothing to warrant to be hidden. So if somebody's hidden her, that's gonna be a no-no. Let's go see. Right there. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Nope, she's not on the hidden list. So
Okay.
she
Well,
she was probably in here earlier
okay.
before we started the live. Okay. All right. There, we got that fixed. But yeah, back to the bankruptcy thing. I don't know a whole lot about the bankruptcy stuff, but like you said, what'd you say, 45 to 90 days?
For a Chapter 7, yeah, that's what I've read, that they generally don't draw out. But this has so much, there's so much intricacies within this bankruptcy. And if you think that somebody's, and you're a creditor, and you see that, oh, they are putting a lot of stuff out there that they're buying, they're selling, they are doing this, that, and the third, it needs to be looked at. And it's like, wait a minute, you can't be doing this while in a bankruptcy. You really shouldn't be doing this. And
Oh,
that's
I
that
agree.
that's a big no-no.
I agree
So
100%. Go ahead.
So I wouldn't be putting anything out there. And from what I've read is, in order to sell something to have income, if it's not like your regular 9 to 5 job, you have to get the permission from the trustee to sell something, because that's like part of the thing, the bankruptcy.
Right,
So
right.
it's things should have been filled out properly. From what I saw of her schedules, and they are so far off from what she's shown that she has versus what she's put on paper. Why would you fill out your own schedules? Why not have your attorney fill out your schedules? You sit down with the attorney, you do a phone call, you say, I have X, Y, and Z. The attorney then populates that information into the schedules. My vehicle is this. Here's my payoff. This is what my payments are. It's in just my name, bippity boppity boo. So this has turned into a major, major cluster because a lot of things have been omitted, and it's not looking pretty for Element OP, not by a long shot.
Well, she's already stated flat out that the only reason they filed bankruptcy was to get the federal cases dismissed, to get them gone, to slow them down. Well, she actually thought filing bankruptcy, they were just going to go away completely. I don't understand that logic. So what? You filed bankruptcy, just say you get your debt cleared. That doesn't just magically make the other two lawsuits that you're in go away.
No, I think she was under the impression, or somebody told her, I don't know, that you can alleviate the money that you're going to owe. But if it's proven, and it seems to look to be going that way, maliciously, anything that's brought maliciously cannot be discharged in a bankruptcy. That is right there. When you go to look this stuff up, it tells you if it's done maliciously and with intent, it cannot be discharged.
Oh,
So
right. Just like
you
the protection order in Ohio she has against her right now.
Right.
She was found guilty of that. So that is malicious intent. She literally did something to warrant getting the restraining order against her.
Right.
Oh.
So with that, she can discharge her her cell phone debt. She can discharge credit card debt, bank loan debt, anything to that nature. But if it's done with malicious intent, that does not go away.
Oh, there's your nemesis right there, MrCoop. When I did my bankruptcy, I didn't do anything without my trustee signing off on it. Well, there we go. Right there. And before I miss this, Mama Bear Leah, isn't it legal to drive uninsured in the USA? I don't think so. Some state, I think it's a state by state deal. I know when I lived in Missouri, now this is 30 years ago. Okay. In the state of Missouri, I don't think they required you to have insurance. Now, don't quote me on that, because I know a lot of people that living in the area where I lived, it was not a very, how can I say this, high economic trade area, to where most of the people that worked there were working minimal jobs. You know, they weren't making a lot of money. So in order to get your license plate renewed every year, you had to have insurance. You had to take your car in to get it inspected. Once it passed inspection, then you got your license renewed on your license plate. And then the people would just cancel their insurance. They would only take insurance out for like 30 days, just long enough to get all the paperwork taken care of. And then they would drop their insurance. And then they would drive without insurance for a whole year until it came time to have your license renewed again. But I do know in the state of Florida, it is completely different. In the state of Florida, if you have insurance and you let it lapse, you do not pay it, the state of Florida will take your driver's license, because your insurance company reports to the state of Florida that you have insurance. And if you drop your insurance, they suspend your license. They give you so long. And the funny thing is they don't even tell you about it, D.
Wow.
They don't even tell you.
No letter, no nothing.
No, nothing.
Wow.
Uh, Now, I think they sent an email. I think one time Mama, it wasn't that we lapsed our insurance or we dropped our insurance. I think she was in the middle of switching or something went on at one point in time. And see, she's a truck driver, so she has a CDL. That's
Okay.
even worse to have one of those because if you don't carry insurance, they suspend your license. And I think she was warned, and all she had to do was go down and grab proof of her insurance and take it to the courthouse or the clerk of courts, whatever it is, and they issued it right back. But how many people get pulled over for a suspended license and don't even know it was suspended?
Right.
But
That's a good point, but I guess every state is different. I guess you
right,
don't have to they don't have to tell you. That is your responsibility to keep your insurance up and to keep it in good standing, and the same way with your driver's license.
exactly, exactly. I know here in Florida. Okay, say for instance, I had 2 vehicles, and Mama Coop owned both vehicles. Well, or no, okay, let me rephrase that. We have one vehicle and it's registered in Mama Coop's name. Okay, I go down and I buy a vehicle. Okay, I can put it in my name, but if I don't have a driver's license and insurance, they can literally do something to me. I can't remember what it is, but here, I think you can't even get tags on your vehicle unless you have a license and insurance. And it kind of gets sticky because if the insurance is in Mama's name, it's not in my name, but yet it covers my truck. I can't. I don't know. It's a sticky mess down here. Florida is one of the strictest states that I've lived in when it comes to the insurance versus driver's license thing.
That
And like
is
you said, it's different
yeah,
everywhere else.
I guess every state is different. I have always carried vehicle insurance, and it's always been with the same company. It's the same company that insures my home. So I would never think to drop it. And I wouldn't, even if I got another vehicle, I would just add that vehicle to the policy.
Right. I mean, I can't remember what it was. I think Mama got notified, but I can't remember. It was just a snafu. She had it taken care of. She got off work. She went right to the damn it, what is it's not the courts, it's the license bureau. She went to the license bureau and she had it cleared up, pretty quick. But yeah, they can literally take your license down here and not tell you they took your license. Let me get caught up here. Oh, Miss Nemesis became a kook's kook. Welcome, 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 girl. And then we got Nancy rolled in hot with 5 gifted memberships. Deborah got one. Crystal got one. Hey, who else got one? Looks like Presley got one. Oregon Grandma got one. And Rob Sledge, I think it is, got one. Welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome, guys. Good morning. Uh, don't hit this one. Welcome to the party, to the new Kooks Kook. And then Al come right in behind her with another 5 gifted memberships. Oh, Carol got one. Patty got one. Shelly got one. MQ's got one. I don't know that name, but anyway, Gemma got one. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Kooks, guys. Thank you, Al, and thank you. Who was the other one? Nancy. Thank you, guys, for the gifted memberships. Much appreciated. Man, we're all over the place today. But yeah, I know Florida is a lot stricter than when I lived in Missouri. I don't know if it's because I lived in the rural parts of Missouri. I didn't live in like the urban where you're talking St. Louis and stuff like that. I lived out in the sticks. You got Columbia, Missouri, you got St. Louis, you got Jefferson City, and a few other bigger cities within Missouri. I didn't live in those big cities. I lived in the little tiny cities. But anyway, Florida's pretty harsh, especially when it comes to child support. They are very harsh on child support and deadbeat parents.
That's what I've heard about Florida with child support.
Oh, yes. If you think you're going to move to Florida to get out of paying child support in, say, Nebraska, you got another thing coming. They will come after you. And some of their laws are so strict on that. It's literally, how do you expect somebody to pay child support if you put them in jail? I understand getting behind, but first, when you get behind first, they take your driver's license. And then when you get behind a little bit more, then they start talking about putting you in jail. Well, if they take your driver's license, how are you supposed to get back and forth to work to pay your child support?
I have no idea, but I have heard that Florida is really, really hard on non-payment of child support.
Oh, yes, they most definitely are. I know several people that's had to deal with it, and it's not fun. Anyway, man, we are getting all kinds of side Google today. You ready to hit this motion with me?
Sure.
Let me, I'll tell you what, you have fun with the chat for a minute. I think I'm going to put these two chuckleheads in timeout for a little while so they stay a little bit quieter, because we'll be reading this, and I don't want them going in the microphone. All right, I'll be right back.
All right. Hey, Stacy. Yeah, I've heard a lot of horror stories coming out of Florida when it comes to child support. I have never heard of putting somebody in jail and then they can't make the payments. That's just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. In Alabama, they put you in jail for $1 a day for every dollar you owe. Ouch. That's crazy. Ouch. Yeah, there's just a lot of craziness, you know, and I'm quite sure if you owe child support, I'm quite sure they would let you go back to mediation and let you work out something. So putting somebody in jail is just nuts. Wow, that's hi, Pickled Tink. Hi, Donnie and Marie on the go. It's interesting, to say the least, how they think that they can do that to somebody, and they're like, hey, whoa, wait, you know, I'll pay it, but I have to see if I can't reevaluate my financial situation to do something with the payments for the child support, which is where they would go back to mediation and say, Your Honor, I'm really trying and I'm really wanting to do this, and can we work something out? So that's, I don't understand why putting somebody in jail for non-payment of child support.
I'm listening.
So,
oh my. So I think we're going to be talking about this. Oh, he's got 47 too. So I need to pull up 47 as well, so we can refer to that as well. Let's see, where's four? Oh, I don't have 47. Huh. So how is he referring to 47? Well,
oh, Harry gifted 10 memberships.
Do what now?
Harry just gifted 10 memberships.
Holy kermoly. Where's Harry at? There he is. Well, thank you so much, Harry. And welcome aboard to all of the new Coops. I love it when they do memberships, because, you know, yeah, it helps the channel, but it also helps people in the chat as well. It gives a little bit back to the community. You know what I mean?
Yes, it does.
Thank you so much, Harry. Means a lot to me, brother. And welcome aboard to all the new Coops. All right, I'm getting this document pulled up. This is 159. That was filed yesterday. Oops, that's not going to let me do that. So let's go here, back here. So we got to make sure it's all on screen for all the fabulous people to see it. And I should be able to bounce back and forth between Let me see if I can do that real quick. Shit, can I? Yeah, I can bounce back and forth. This is 149. This is the one he refers. He actually refers to two. He refers to 149, as you can see right here. And then he also refers to 147, which I don't have 147. Okay. You ready to rock, girly girl?
Absolutely.
All right, let me get back on to this page. Share this tab instead. All right. In the United States District Court for the Northern District of Florida, Gainesville Division, Jeremy B. Hills versus all these chuckleheads. All right. Non-party John Doe. Objection to magistrate's judge order denying motion for leave to intervene pursuant to Fed R Civ P 72A. I'm going to let you take care of all that one right there. Go for it.
Okay. Non-party John Doe, appearing pro se, respectfully objects to the magistrate judge's order, Doc 149, dated December 19th, 2025, denying movement's motion for leave to intervene for the limited purpose of notifying the court of plaintiff's misconduct, Doc 147. This objection is timely filed within 14 days of the order pursuant to Fed R Civ P 72A. Movement requests that the district judge review the order de novo, find it clearly erroneous and contrary to law, set it aside, and grant the motion in support. Movement states as follows.
I think this might be a typo with this 147. I think. Respectfully objects to the magistrate's judge's order, Doc 149. Okay, I know that exists. And then limited person of notifying the court's plaintiff misconduct 147. Does it sound like he's talking about the same documents? Because
what do you is there a 147?
I don't have one. It skipped right over from 146 to 148. So if there's a 147, I'm not sure about it. Let me go look in the Discord world and see if it's over there. This is in Fed 2, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go see. That might have been one of those documents that we couldn't get. 151, 49, 48. Yeah, it just goes from 146. Oh, here we go. Document 147, sealed motion by John Doe. I'll bet you it has a bunch of nasty stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
See, this is one of the reasons I love Al taking care of these files, because he puts notes in here. Like, take, for instance, 146. Something from federal court was attempted, sent sent to Stupid Dave. Okay, that's talking about Stupid Dave, and that's 146. And then 147, he comes back, document 147, sealed motion by John Doe. So we don't even know what that is. And then 148, another attempt by the federal court to Stupid Dave. So yeah, Al, yeah, that's the reason I don't have a 147. So I guess we're not going to get to read it.
All right.
All right. One, standard of review. Oh, this is just quoting law, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think we need to read this. Well, I don't know. When a magistrate judge issues an order on a
non-dispositive. When a magistrate judge issues an order on a non-dispositive pretrial matter, a party may object within 14 days. The district judge may consider the objection and modify or set aside any part of the order that is clearly erroneous or is contrary to law. Okay, case law. Also see local rule 6.02 ND Florida. A finding is clearly erroneous when, although there is evidence to support it, the reviewing court is left with a definite and firm conviction that a mistake has been committed. Anderson versus City of Bessemer City. A legal conclusion is contrary to law if it fails to apply or misapplies relevant statutes, case law, or rules of procedure. And we have case law there as well.
Okay.
The magistrate judge's denial of a permissive intervention under Federal Rule Civil Procedure 24B is a non-dispositive pretrial matter subject to the standard. And see case law. Denial of intervention reviewed under Rule 72A as detailed below. The order is both clearly erroneous and contrary to law.
I'm here. I just getting caught up. Oh, number 2, background.
Movements motion. Yeah, movements. Motion sought limited permissive intervention under Rule 24B solely to notify the court of plaintiff's misconduct, including the submission of knowingly false proof of service. Doc 142, example 1. I guess that's example. Sworn by process server Eugene Griffin. The misconduct involves plaintiff's false representations to the court that calls and texts to Griffin were from potential defendant paint chips, when they were actually from journalists. An email from detailing the irregularities, including phone.
What happened? Oh, you're okay. I got to scroll. Rickles, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, brother. Howdy, missed link above for 3 minutes. Vid Cyber Citizens, if it would like the song pick, that's related. Oh, did you make a song? Did he? That's what he sounds like.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah.
I don't see it. Rickles, if you've made a song and you want us to play it, I'll play it as soon as we get done with this document. I'll holler at you, and you can either send me the link or you can just post it again. We'll get through this motion and then we'll play it. How's that sound, Dee?
That sounds fine.
Now, question for you. We're reading 159, or you're reading 159. Should we have started with reading 149 first? You know, the judge's order for throwing out paint chips stuff?
We could have, but we're already into this one. We can go to that one if you want.
We'll just keep going. Anybody that's interested in reading the 149 motion, or matter of fact, any of the motions, any of the documents that's been filed, you can catch them over on my Discord. So if one of the people in Discord would be so kind, or one of the mods would post the Discord link, anybody that wants files, they're all over there on the Discord server. Okay, go ahead, Dee. I'm gonna shut up.
Phone numbers, screenshots, and admissions that declined to correct the false statement. This false evidence was used to secure an extension of time to serve paint chips, Doc 143, prejudicing paint chips and undermining the integrity of the proceedings. Movement does not seek full party status, discovery participation, or to assert independent claims, defenses, but only to file notice or declaration to aid the court in addressing the misconduct. The magistrate judge denied the motion finding 1, no claims or defense sharing common questions of law or fact with the main action. 2, failure to comply with Rule 24C's pleading requirement. 3, insufficient justification for anonymity. And 4, discretionary denial due to movement status as an online spectator with no direct interest to avoid docket congestion. Doc 149 at 1 through 4. Each ground is clearly erroneous or contrary to law.
Okay. It just clicked on me. You got paint chips. You know, we know he posed as his dad, but just for shits and giggles, we'll say, no, that was his dad. Then here comes along John Doe. John Doe is not listed in this lawsuit. So basically, he's arguing that the judge struck the John Doe motions because he's really not in, he's not a participant in this. So now he's arguing with the judge again of why the judge denied and struck his original motion, which he's not part of the case. Because this is not paint chips on paper. This is not him on paper as part of the case. This is a John Doe person that, according to what everybody that's listed, he's not even a participant. So he's deliberately, what it sounds like to me, he's deliberately papering the court with information just to harass the judge and make Jeremy spend more money. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. That's what it seems like to me as well.
Look at how can he argue a point when he's not even a participant within this lawsuit? Now, if this would have been titled, you know, Richard Luthman Jr. or Richard Luthman, I could see him arguing the point. But as John Doe, who's John Doe?
Exactly.
He's not listed as a defendant. So what rights does he have with trying to meddle in this stuff? Huh. Now
it's just to prolong the inevitable, I guess.
Well, you remember here a while back, I think Leslie filed a motion in Fed 2.
Yes.
Which she legally could do, even though she's not a participant. But it's just basically, I guess she was just warning the court that Jeremy was in another court battle. Legally, she could do it, but she couldn't argue the case. She could only just put her views in there, and that's it. But this, on the other hand, this is him trying to argue like he's an actual plaintiff or an actual defendant in the case, and he's not. Right?
True. So
okay.
It's just like I want to say maybe acting as I could be wrong, but acting as a third party. You know,
that sounds about right.
That, or you know how some people will speak of themselves in a second party or whatever. That's, I don't know. It's crazy.
So he's deliberately trying to mess with this court is what he's doing.
Looks that way.
Whoever John Doe is trying to mess with the court. All right, let's have fun.
Crazy. 3, argument. A, the order is clearly erroneous and contrary to law in finding no common question of law or fact under Rule 24B1. Rule 24B1 permits intervention by anyone who has a claim or defense that shares with the main action a common question of law or fact. The magistrate judge erroneously concluded that movement identifies no claims or defenses because the motion states movement does not seek to become a full party to the case or assert any claims or defenses. Doc 149 at 2 through 3, quoting Doc 147 at 1. This misapplies the rule by requiring a full-fledged claim or defense akin to a party's merits position, rather than recognizing limited intervention for ancillary purposes.
So he's just basically trying to piss the judge off. That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, he's not a participant. According to what you just read here, he's not willing to become a participant, but yet he wants to file motions and argue his points, and the judge says no. Is that the gist of it?
Yeah. Courts in the 11th Circuit and elsewhere routinely grant limited permissive intervention to non-parties, notifying courts of misconduct or irregularities without asserting independent claims on the merits. See case law. Where, affirming limited intervention where it served justice without burdening parties. In case law, noting permissive intervention for limited purposes like addressing evidentiary issues. See also case law, intervention appropriate for limited purpose without full party status. So, yeah, that's crazy. Here, movant's proposed notice shares common questions of fact with the main action, the veracity of plaintiff's evidence and representations regarding service on paint chips.
Hold on just a second, D. Let me grab this real quick. And action. All right, D, are you at the bottom of it?
Yes.
Okay, so you need me to scroll.
Yeah.
All right.
Which directly impacts the litigation procedural integrity, Doc 147 at 2 through 3. The misconduct allegation that plaintiffs submitted a perjured proof of service relates to the same factual nucleus as plaintiffs' efforts to maintain their claims against Luthman. Denying this nexus is clearly erroneous as the evidence, example, someone's email and screenshots, demonstrates factual overlap that could warrant sanctions, referral, or reevaluation of the service extension under the court's inherent powers. See case law. Courts may sanction bad faith conduct affecting proceedings.
Oh, wow.
The order's reliance on case law is misplaced as the case involved a full intervention attempt, not a limited one like here. The finding ignores that limited intervention promotes judicial efficiency by addressing misconduct early without prejudice or delay. Federal. B, the order is contrary to law in requiring a separate pleading under Rule 24C for limited intervention. The magistrate judge held that the motion fails to be accompanied by a pleading that sets out the claim or defense for which intervention is sought under Rule 24C, Doc 149 at 3. This is contrary to law for limited interventions where courts flexibly apply the rule and treat the motion itself as sufficient if it details the purpose and supporting facts. We have case law. Is not rigidly applied. Motion can suffice if it states grounds clearly. And we have more case law. Movant's motion and attached Exhibit A fully sets forth the claim, i.e., the misconduct notification, with specific facts, evidence, and requested relief, sanctions, or reevaluation. Doc 147 at 2 through 3, example A. Requiring more for this narrow purpose alleviates form over substance and is contrary to the rule intent.
Wow. Wow. So, what's your take on this? I know what I think. I 100% believe this guy's a chucklehead. I want to know what you think about what you've read so far.
Okay, with every address that's been reported, and they're going to those addresses and trying to issue the summons, but there's nothing there. It just seems like it's circling back to evading service. So how can you say that it was not right the way the process server attempted to serve the summons?
Exactly.
Okay, it's just like round robin.
Yeah. It sounds like whoever the John Doe guy is, which we know who it is, but whoever they claim to be, I think they're just arguing to argue.
Yes.
Why they're doing it under a John Doe, I have no idea. To me, it's a punk ass move. I mean, if you're serious about what's going on, why not file it under your own name? I mean, I'm sorry, they're playing games at this point. Jeremy's already dished out what, $500,000 almost?
Yes,
almost. On all of this.
Yes.
And these chuckleheads, none of them have dished out any money.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So it sounds to me like they're just deliberately trying to waste the court's time and Jeremy's money. That's what I'm taking away from this. This isn't a matter of the magistrate doing something, I don't want to say illegal. I don't even understand why this John Doe in the first place has any rights even turning a motion in to begin with. He's not even part of it. He's not one of the defendants.
True. I wouldn't do this because why? It just doesn't seem like it's going to go anywhere.
Yeah. What I see, knowing Belethio the way we've watched him, what I see this thing getting stricken down. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I think he's just trying to waste the court's time. Oh shit! What is this? The order notes that the parties are typically not allowed to proceed anonymously. Oh, okay. And cites Doe versus Frank. But faults the motion for not arguing why anonymity is warranted. You're not looking for anonymity, you dummy. Yeah, we know who you are. We can just about guess who you are. You've already filed within the court system already. We just read a note or just read a motion from you the other day. So I don't know what you're trying to accomplish here. This is clearly erroneous, as the motion explains. That conferral, what? That conferral under local rule, was futile. Is that what it is? Is that futile? No, that's not futile. Futile. That for some reason I'm thinking of Star Trek right now.
Exactly.
It is futile to resist due to the risk of doxing. Doxing who? And harassment by Jeremy Hales. Jeremy Hales isn't doxing, harassing anybody. If I remember correctly, wasn't it that side of the fence that literally posted a picture of Megan's house along with her street address, the city she lived in, her child, her oldest child's name, and her husband's name?
Correct.
What was it? Not that side of the fence that did all of this?
That is right. They did.
That's crazy. Oh, by the way, chat, I pinned the Discord link to the top of the chat. So anyone that's interested in Discord, there you go. All of the files are over there. You guys are more than welcome to go over and read anything. You're more than welcome to download anything that you want. Just read over what's going on, because where the actual files are stored, we don't talk in there. We do have a What the Hales chat designed just for talking about the case. So if you guys want to carry on conversations, you do it in that channel. Where the files are, just try not to comment anything in the files. Okay. You know where the files are. Al tries to keep that clean and clutter free over there. All right. Have at it, girly girl.
Okay. Where you want me to start, where you left off at?
Yeah, go ahead. Harassment by Jeremy Hales.
And his vexatious litigation practices, Doc 147 at 2. This invokes Frank's exceptions: real danger of harm, retaliation via further lawsuits, and highly sensitive matters, exposing litigation misconduct. Plaintiff's history of circus-style slap litigation, Doc 147 at 2, justifies anonymity to avoid the very injury litigated against, harassment. Denying anonymity without addressing these factors is contrary to law. See case law. D.
Okay. Let's talk about this vexatious litigation thing here for a second. Now, bear with me. Jeremy took Lynette and Crook to court in Ohio to gain a restraining order, and he was awarded this restraining order, was he not?
Correct.
Now, they've been convicted 2 more times in the same court of law for contempt of that order, have they not?
Correct.
Okay, that's one. He filed that one, and that's not even a lawsuit. That's just a restraining order trying to protect him and his. Now we come on down to Florida. Florida, he was sued for the thumbnail case. By who?
LMNOP.
Okay. He wasn't part of the Trespass 5, but people that are around him, friends of his, were sued in the Trespass 5. Who took out that suit?
LMNOP.
Now, both of those suits got dropped by who?
LMNOP.
Okay, so both those suits were brought against these people and dropped. So Jeremy says, enough is enough. So he files a federal lawsuit against Lynette and Crook. Okay. And then as time goes by, he tries to introduce new defendants to Fed 1, remember?
Right.
The judge basically told him, you're making a mistake trying to do this. You need to just open another case.
Right.
So that's what Jeremy did. So please explain to me where vexatious litigation comes into play.
It doesn't.
Now, take, for instance, Flips, on the other hand. How many lawsuits has she taken out on different individuals and dropped them for the pure sake of having her name on the docket? I know you don't know the number, but yeah, a lot.
A lot.
So if we want to talk about vexatious litigation, let's talk about Flips then. So this is the kind of stuff right here that just is going to get shredded by Jeremy's legal team. Okay, they want to talk about the slap, okay, litigation. What has he done that's vexatious? These people committed character assassination against him. They have meddled with his business to the point where he has lost millions of dollars. And he's the vexatious litigant? No, come on. All right, what you think, D? Talk to me, girl.
Also, if you remember, to be labeled or deemed a vexatious litigant, you have to have filed pro se. Jeremy has had attorneys by his side. So therefore, how can he be considered a vexatious litigant? So Lips has filed all of hers pro se.
Right.
So why is he even using this term?
You know what? I've asked some friends of mine in the past these questions about, I know it's got to be somewhere where you can find, take for instance, that you want to hire Flips. Okay. But before you hire Flips, you want to make sure she's the lawyer you're looking for. There's got to be somewhere where you can go and see what kind of a track record that this lawyer has. You know, does that make any sense what I'm trying to say?
Yes, it does.
So same thing with Paint Chip Boy. I would love to see all the cases, how many cases he's filed against people versus how many cases he's won and lost. That's what I would like to see. You know, because reading some of the stuff that I've read from this guy, I can't see how he's ever won anything.
From my understanding, I wouldn't even know where to begin to look for that type of information on paint chips. I do know that, you know, a simple search will tell you like a rating.
Right.
But I don't know, unless you go directly to the court and you dig into the dockets and you find the outcome. How was the case disposed? Was it settled or whatever? Did they lose the case or, you know, but as far as that, I have no clue on where to go to find that information. You'd have to do a lot of digging.
Well, see, take for instance, you have somebody come out and put a new roof on your house. You would check this person's references through other individuals or through their own website of testimony of people that's hired them in the past. You would think that when it comes to a lawyer, that you wouldn't depend on just their, how can I say that, references, the stuff like, okay, say for instance, Facebook, you go to their business page and you see all the references of all the people that's hired and fired them and all this stuff. That's not, you would think that a lawyer would have the actual state keeping records of wins and losses. Does that make sense?
Yes, and that's where you would have to go look at the dockets of their cases to see how the cases were disposed of.
So you'd have to literally just pull up every case they've ever filed
to see what the outcome is. As far as looking at online, what you're generally looking at is how they fare among their field. Are they a good attorney? Did a lot of people leave good results, saying, yes, you helped me recover X, Y, and Z, or you were slow on the ball, you didn't reach back out to me, you don't return phone calls, that right there. But that doesn't give an example of how many cases were won versus how many cases they didn't win.
Gotcha. I'm sure there's got to be some. I mean, look at the bar. Does the bar, okay, once you pass your bar exams and you get licensed in the state of Florida, we'll just use Florida as an example. Okay, you got your license, you go into your practice, you start practicing law. You're getting clients and you're starting to go to court and yada, 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 yada. So does the bar pretty much, you're just on your own now, or does the bar keep an eye on every lawyer and a record of every lawyer's wins and losses? I guess is what I'm asking.
It just keeps track of any disciplinary actions, I think. And
Okay.
if they're in good standing with the bar, I mean,
So-
when I go and I look up an attorney on the bar's website for the state that they practice in, if there's been any disciplinary actions, any sanctions, anything to that nature, it doesn't specifically go into any specific area of cases.
Gotcha. It's just a question I've had. I mean, like you said, I after hearing you say that, I think it's more along the lines of they're just going to basically keep records of disciplinary actions and stuff like that, complaints. They're not really going to keep a track of your wins and losses columns.
Right. That would be up to the individual attorney to promote that. If they're a good attorney, they would promote their strong suits, I guess. I don't know.
Well, good news for paint chips and good news for flips. I'm not digging through everything that you've ever filed or ever won and lost. I'm not putting that much energy into either one of you chuckleheads. Not at all. You're just not worth my time when it comes to that. All right. You ready to finish this thing off?
Sure. Let's see. D, the discretionary denial is clearly erroneous and an abuse of discretion. Even assuming Rule 24B requirements are met, the magistrate judge exercised discretion to deny intervention, citing movement spectator status, lack of direct interest, and potential docket congestion. Doc 149, 3 through 4, and N2. Citing case law, this is clearly erroneous as it undervalues the public interest in judicial integrity. Courts abuse discretion. That little bit right there, when it says the courts abuse discretion, so Coop, would that be a dig at the magistrate?
Oh, most definitely. This whole thing is a dig at the magistrate. If you really stand back and look at it, he's basically telling the judge what he did was wrong. He had no right to do what he did. That's basically what this whole thing is about. He's telling the judge he don't know how to do his job. And why anybody in their right mind would think that telling a judge that they don't know what they're doing is a good thing is got to be a loon. That's why I'm not going to say 100% this is Paint Chip Boy. I don't know who it is. It's filed under John Doe.
Oh, yeah. John Doe could be anybody.
Right. But this sounds like something stupid people on that side of the fence would do. I mean, you want to get ahead in court. The worst thing you want to do is piss off the judge. True. Why would anybody want to take the man that's holding millions of dollars against you? Why would you want to piss that person off?
I wouldn't.
You know, I mean, the magistrate, if you step out of line, look at Bubbles when he was papering the court in Fed 1 and they had to go to sanctions hearing, which he never showed up to. Okay, that will eventually catch him. He's not going to outrun that forever. It will eventually catch him, and probably at the time of his life that he's not going to need it or want it. But in this situation, it's the same thing. The judge could literally turn around and sanction the shit out of this person. But how is he going to collect sanctions on somebody that nobody knows who it is because they put John Doe on the motion?
That's crazy.
So what's going to happen is I see the judges sitting back. Okay, check, gone, 86th. It's in the garbage. That's what I see. It's just a waste of time and a waste of money because, like I said, in the past, every page that's filed, Randy has to read everything that's filed. Jeremy gets charged for that. Randy doesn't work for free. So like this motion here, this motion's 9 pages long. You know, there's no telling how much money that Randy's going to charge Jeremy for reading this.
Right.
And look at Paint Chip's motion he just filed the other day. What was that, 130 pages?
Too many.
Can you imagine what the bill on that's going to be? And just think, we have 10 litigants in this Fed 2. And they wonder, you know, why Jeremy's bill is so high.
It's really hard to wrap my head around all of this. When you're filing motions and John Doe, who's John Doe? Why does John Doe have an interest in this? Why does John Doe care?
Right. Exactly. I mean, I could understand if they're filing motions to warn the court of something, sort of like what Lips did when she filed her motion, letting the courts know that Jeremy was in another lawsuit. Okay. She wasn't trying to interject herself or argue law. She was just pointing out, hey, Jeremy Hales is over here in another lawsuit. This moron is actually trying to argue law like he's a participant in this lawsuit, and he's not. Doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
What we got here? Something to bark about. Come rolling in with a $5 super chat. Mr. Coop, thanks for the shout outs. My subs hit 370 today. Well, you are extremely welcome, young lady. You got some beautiful puppies over there. Have you seen her puppies?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God. I don't typically like Chihuahuas. Okay. I've got a fear of them from when I was a kid with my grandmother, but her little babies, they are so precious looking. I actually wouldn't mind having one of them little guys.
But your min pin is the equivalent of a Chihuahua, right?
Yeah. But she doesn't have the temperament of some Chihuahuas. I've never had any good experiences with Chihuahuas. Every Chihuahua I've ever been around has been vicious. So I stay away from them. But I was watching Something to Bark About the other day, and she was doing a live and had 5 of them little guys sitting in a little bed right there beside her as she was talking. And they were just quiet and just peaceful. They were sleeping. And I'm like, now that's a beautiful dog right there. Catch up. Good morning. How you doing, girly girl? It's going to cost at least 0.3 hours. Oh, she's talking about how much Randy's going to charge for reading this. Okay. But yeah, You're welcome. Something to bark about. I'm glad we could help. I know we've been posting you. I don't know if we're posting you this week or not, but if anybody wants to check out some beautiful Chihuahua dogs, I know that she just posted some videos of a dog show that she went to. I think it was over the weekend or last week. So if you guys are into dog shows and stuff like that, go check her out. She's got some interesting stuff going on. And you can't miss the puppies. The puppies are beautiful.
They're so cute.
All right. Where were we at here, D?
Courts abuse discretion by denying limited intervention where it aids in uncovering fraud without burdening parties. See case law. Intervention to notify misconduct serves justice. Movement's lack of direct interest does not preclude limited intervention. Amicus-style filings by non-parties are common. The congestion concern is speculative. Movement seeks only one filing, not countless others, and ignores that unaddressed misconduct could lead to greater inefficiencies. Oh, wow. This is all to say that the way that the summons was being served was inefficient. Is that what that just said?
Now, what you say?
Go back up just a little bit. It was right
here,
right there, and ignores that unaddressed misconduct could lead to greater inefficiencies.
Oh, see, that's just it. What misconduct is he referring to? Vexatious litigation? Whose misconduct? Because the only one I know that's doing anything wrong is this John Doe fella.
Yeah.
He's not part of the case, so why is he even arguing anything at all? So, yeah, you bring up an interesting question there. Unaddressed misconduct could lead to greater inefficiencies. Well, is he? Well, no, that's Fed 1. Sanctions for Bubbles and Randy were in Fed 1, right?
Right.
So, I don't know what he's talking about. Do you?
No.
Oh.
Discretionary denial contravenes the interest of justice and is clearly erroneous. Conclusion. This is crazy. Oh, that whole motion is just circles. It's just one vicious circle. It's like just to keep I hate to say it, everybody's been saying it, but it's just keeping the papers going through the court and wasting time and wasting money, and it really serves no true purpose.
Well, it seems to me they like to throw around malicious.
Right?
They like to throw around vexatious litigant. I'm still trying to figure out how that pertains to Jeremy Hales in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that I'm seeing out of all of this nonsense is when you start talking about vexatious anything, or what did I just say a second ago? The M word. What was that? Malicious.
Malicious, yeah.
The only malicious or vexatious anything that I've seen going on is these guys towards Jeremy Hales.
Yes, I agree. 100%.
So yeah, the purpose behind this, I think, is him just being a dick like he always is. John Doe, I don't know who you are, but you're being a dick. That's just my opinion, and I'm sticking with it. All right, what do we got here?
Conclusion. The foregoing reasons, the magistrate's judge's order is clearly erroneous and contrary to law. Movement respectfully requests that the district judge set aside the order grant the motion for limited intervention, permit the filing of the notice regarding plaintiff's misconduct, and award such other relief as deemed just and proper.
Okay. All right. So what he's wanting the judge to do is grant him time to write a motion showing that Randy is a bad lawyer. Is that what I'm taking away from this, D?
Well,
because see, this whole thing is about Randy and Randy being a bad lawyer. That's what he's going after, trying to say that Randy is a bad lawyer.
Ketchup is right.
What?
She says
it's polymop. Yep. Polyflop, oh baby, polyflop. Yep. Oh, I have found it difficult to respond to both the government and to attorneys for applicants. Oh, okay. All righty.
Well, see, if you look at this, it also states that the magistrate judge's order is clearly erroneous and contrary to law, and also states plaintiff's misconduct.
Right. What misconduct? They keep saying this stuff. They keep telling people all about this misconduct. Okay. Their biggest key is they're trying to say Randy got his license in Florida based off of what was it they said? Basically he lied to get his license in Florida is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
How did what is it? They're trying to say that he lied when he was a dentist or something. I don't know, but they're trying to say that he lied, and whatever he lied about way back years ago, he should be disbarred for. What does that have to do with him being a lawyer? I mean, paint chips lost his law license and actually went to prison.
Right. So if there was going to be anything that was going to be investigated, they would have investigated it then and not now. Or am I wrong on that? So if there was something that needed to be addressed with Randy's law license, they would have investigated it then instead of trying to rehash something that is nothing to do with this.
Well, the way the bar is looking at all of this right now, they're mad because the bar won't take action. But what they don't, I know they're not this stupid. They can't be this stupid. Okay, I'm suing you, D, and my lawyer is Randy Shockett. Okay, you're mad because I'm suing you. So you're going to go and you're going to try and get my lawyer disbarred by going to the bar over something frivolous. The bar is not going to look at you with any kind of, how can I say this, respect, because you're the defendant that I'm suing. They're going to look at you as vexatious litigant. You're just trying to do anything to get out of being in trouble. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And they can't understand this is the reason why the bar is not taking these guys seriously. One, they have no proof of anything. Two, how long's Randy been practicing law in the state of Florida? For years, I think.
A long while.
So if they didn't have, like you said, if they didn't have a problem when they gave him his bar license, why all of a sudden are all these chuckleheads that are being sued by him, why do they have a problem? Because they're being sued by him.
Right.
It's like, let's try and take the cart right out from underneath Jeremy so Jeremy has to walk. That was a stupid analogy, but anyway.
But also remember, Tug and Megan also discussed that if there is a case in litigation, the bar isn't going to look at complaints during litigation. It waits until the case has been completed, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so anything that goes to the bar now about Randy isn't going to be addressed at all, if any, until after litigation is complete.
I think that they would have better standing on their argument if it was somebody filing with the bar that has absolutely nothing to do with the case.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Right.
because all these guys can turn over bar complaints, and they're just going to be looked at as trying to get even. They're not going to be taken seriously. But somebody that's not part of the case, that has nothing to do with that side of the fence. Now, if they filed a complaint against Randy, it would probably be taken a little more seriously than all these chuckleheads.
True. So I just find it's crazy. I mean, to do this, to paper the court, to have everybody in. Look at that.
I was just fixing to tell you. Look
Oh
at how
my
funny this
word.
is. You can tell this is deliberately written out so they can't get any kind of whodunit. You know what I'm saying?
That looks like a third grader's handwriting.
Yeah, they deliberately wrote this like this so there would be no attachment. So they couldn't they couldn't attach this to, say, paint chips or lips or bubbles. This is classic bullshit.
Right.
This is the kind of stuff right here that I say the judges doesn't take them seriously in any way.
That's crazy.
A return address of what? Staten Island, New York.
Yeah.
Now, you're John Doe. Why are you putting New York on there? If I was paint chips trying to pose as John Doe, I would put my address California, or Washington, D.C. or Washington State, or some place that can't even be tied to me. Why in the world would you put Staten Island, New York on there?
Why wouldn't he use, I don't know, Oregon, Washington State? What? Because that ties him to it, does it not? I mean, doesn't he say that he's lived in Staten Island or something like that?
Well, he did. He claims to live in Florida now, down around the Naples area, from what I understand. Either Naples or Fort Myers. Yeah, they're all down around that area. I don't know. This guy is.
Oh, somebody in chat saying they Googled the address. It's a mental health building.
Oh, is it? Oh, so he's pulling a milquetoast thing, posing as a food bank as his place of residency. Is that no shit? Is that where it's at? Let's go see. Let's go type it up and see. That's going to be interesting to see. All right, let's see. Oh.
That I just can't. Oh. That's crazy. Literally.
Oh. Let's see here. Staten Island. It really doesn't say. Ocean Breeze Health Complex. Or is that athletic? Let me go scroll in on this. No shit. It's a mental health services place. It really is. No shit. So now he's really making a mockery out of the court. Because I bet you nobody in the clerk's office or the judge would probably even pick up on that.
That's really.
But I shit you not. I'm going to take a screenshot of it. It's you got to hand it to old Chucklehead. If it's him that wrote this, it's a little funny. But he's pulling, like I said, he's pulling a page out of Milquetoast book by saying his address is a food bank. That's crazy. That's insane. Well, if anything, big boy, you got me laughing today. If this was you that wrote this motion, which my opinion is that it was. But yeah, let's get this. Sure as can be. I'll just bring it up. I'm gonna get rid of this one because we're done with that, right?
Yeah, we're done with that.
All right. Let me go stop sharing here.
I'm
That's
sorry.
insane.
I'm
Stop sharing.
sorry.
Well, if anything, we got a chuckle out of his ass today.
Right.
I just don't know what his end game is. There it is, right there, boys and girls. That's the red pin is where it took me with the address, and it says right there, mental hygiene legal services.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What a nutbag.
Oh, wow.
I wonder if Tug caught that last night.
I don't know.
I'll have to send this to him and say, "Hey, bud, what you think about this?"
Oh,
my goodness. Well, that was it for John Doe's infamous filing there. I'm not going to pull up 49. If we need to read it later, we can. But man, I'd love to have that 47.
Right.
The one that's sealed. I'm assuming the reason it's sealed is it's probably got some really, really, really bad stuff in it.
Right.
Well, we know that he likes to turn stuff in. Well, no, I can't say that. I can't. Who's ding-a-linging me? I didn't turn my notifications off. Dang it. Oh. Oh, okay. South Beach South Beach Psychiatric Center.
Interesting.
Yeah, it gives me the whole address, the person's name and their phone number. Thank you for sending that to me, Ketchup. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Who was that caught that in the chat?
Oh my gosh. I don't remember who the first person that said it.
I'm so far behind. Oh, by the way, thank you so much, Susie, for the $4.99 super chat, girly girl. Paint chips can't guarantee their wit. There won't be many, many more John Doe filings. Right, girly girl? Right, girly girl? Thank you so much, Susie. Now let me get caught up. I can't remember who it was that filed that, but here's somebody right here. Staten Island residents in the last 10 years, probably an apartment building. Okay.
There was somebody. Yeah, this is. Why would you use? Why? Okay, now you just put that place on the map.
Oh, Miss Debbie Baker's here. Good morning, Debbie. How you doing? I hope you're feeling all right, young lady. She gifted 10 memberships, and Chrissy got one. Jaden got one. Oh, Gary got one. Jane got one, and C. Wilson got one. Welcome aboard to all the new kooks. And Miss Debbie Baker, thank you so much, young lady, for the super chat. Or not super chat, for the membership.
Thank you, my friend.
All right. I hope you're doing just fantastic, Miss Debbie. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, you still moving around over there? Did I lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm listening.
All I heard was.
No, I'm here. Trust me.
Okay. All right. I got you. Now I'm caught up. No problem, Ketchup says. Carrie, I am so very sorry to see you. Well, what happened? Who, what? Is there something wrong with somebody in the chat? Hugs, Susie. Oh, she's talking to Carrie. All right. Oh my goodness, Debbie come rolling, or Miss Baker came rolling in with another 5 gifted memberships. Holy cow. Thank you, Debbie. Received a membership was Mike and DeVeris, aka the cat lady, got one. Roland got one. Robert got one. What's that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, Bootsy got one, and Cindy Brown got one. Welcome to the Kooks, guys and gals. Thank you so much, Debbie.
Thank you, my friend.
Like I said, I hope you're staying nice and warm wherever you're at, Debbie. I think we're starting to look for spring here pretty quick, right?
It needs to hurry up.
I mean, it's been pretty nice down here the past few days. It gets a little bit in the 40s at night, but during the daytime, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
The 40s, that's t-shirt and shorts weather where I'm at.
Yeah. Oh,
that's spring.
All right, Pickle Tink, Mr. Coop. I got the South Beach Psychiatric Center above. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Thank you, Pickle Tink. So I guess we got what? Oh, right at 10 minutes. Debbie, come rolling in with another 5 gifted memberships. You're going to get me speechless, lady. Thank you. Thank you so much. Debbie, come rolling in. Who else got it? Who else? Graham Fox. I can't pronounce that. Fitch. Okay, I can't pronounce that one. Timothy got one. And Odie Goody. Okay. And then Brian got one. Welcome aboard to all the Kooks. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend.
So you want to field some questions from the chat of all of what we just cut through reading? So chat, it's open mic. Get on it. Whatever you guys want to talk about, hit us up. So when something pops up you want to read, just let me know and go for it.
Will do. Not saying that I'm going to have an answer for it, but
right. Well, if people haven't noticed, Coop never has answers for anything. I ask more questions than I ever answer. That's how we learn. That's how we grow. You know what I mean? I have my favorites. Hi, Mr. Coop, and these spills the tea. Sorry, I had to drive to the post office. That's all right. You're here now, girly girl. That's all that counts.
Right?
All right. Oh, that's Al telling Miss Debbie Baker. Thank you so much. Yeah, she is such a sweetheart. I see Debbie all throughout the whole community with this, and she is a lovely woman that supports a lot of content creators. She's very generous and sweet. Oh, what you got to say, Susie girl? Some are saying Alley Cat found it. Okay, well, whoever found it out of the gate, I know D read it. Thank you. Thank you so much, because I would have never even thunk to look. What's Al got to say there?
What do you think if Lisa wrote this motion? Lisa has links to New York. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
I don't think she did.
It doesn't come across that way.
Right. She's something like this. It looks to me like it's paint chips. But guys, I have no proof of that. And I'm not saying it is or isn't paint chips. I don't know who it is. But to me, reading it and then reading his other motions, it seems a lot like the style that he does.
Centipatties. Yeah. Mr. Coop, Mac said that envelope never went through the U.S. Postal Service. It was personally delivered to the court. Was there a postmark on there?
No. There were stamps, but there was no postmark. But that doesn't mean anything. The postmark could be what's hanging off the page. I'll go pull it back up again real quick. That was 159. Okay. Yeah, the picture doesn't show the whole envelope. Oh, yeah, it does. Yes, it does. I had it hanging off. Sure as shit. There is no postmark.
That answers a question then, huh?
Yeah, there is absolutely no postmark on it whatsoever. So, yeah, this was hand delivered. Unless they know something I don't know, because I thought anything that went through the post office always got stamped right across the stamps. Here, I'll pull it up. There it is.
Wow.
I just had it zoomed in too far.
Yeah.
And you couldn't see it. But yeah, I've got this zoomed all the way in and I see absolutely no postmark anywhere.
None.
Now this checked February 6, 2026. I think that's from the court.
Right. That's probably where they like checked it in when they received it.
Right. Good. Now this, I don't know what this is.
Scroll up a little.
Well, let me see if I can get it scrolled in. This is a barcode on the back of it.
Yeah. I wonder if that could be, now I could be wrong. I'm wondering if this is something that the court's mail room puts on a piece of mail and they scan it in to be scanned into the docket.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But I do know that mail, a lot of the new labeling systems out there today, you'll have these barcodes, but you would think that they would still stamp it.
Right.
Once it goes through the post office. Yeah, that's the reason it was hanging off, but I see nothing stamped on here whatsoever. So
you got more memberships.
Holy cow. Debbie Baker come rolling in again with another 5 memberships. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Teddy Turner got one. Matt M got one. Matt M got one. Spirit Walker. I haven't seen them for a while. Debbie 573177. Welcome aboard. And Lady Justice. Thank you, Miss Debbie Baker. Oh, so sweet of you, young lady. I appreciate it a lot. Blessings to you, my dear.
Thank you, my friend.
D, are you fighting with your microphone over there?
No, not that I'm aware of.
It sounds like you're having a tussle with your microphone.
It might be my hair going down over it.
Hitting it.
Yeah.
Mercedes, I know she's in here, but I can't see her, but I know she's in here. Can you see her?
I can now. I couldn't earlier, but now I can. That's the reason why I was questioning Restream. Is it Restream that's hiding her?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just one of those things. But man, oh man, D, I really appreciate you being on here with me today. I had a lot of fun, girl.
No problem. I enjoy it. I enjoy coming on with you. It's a lot of fun.
The time has flew by. It's already 2 hours. You know that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're already at 2 hours. Matter of fact, we're over about 30 seconds. Anything you got coming up for the future that you want to talk to about with the chat before we get out of here?
Just that I am still working with the donor, the $1,000 donor. It's trying to work out some time. They reached back out to me and they want to discuss some more things that wasn't brought up. And so there's that's still in the works. I will be emailing them and seeing what day is good for them. And we'll hopefully be able to nail down a day with them to let them talk some more.
All right.
Yeah.
Debbie Baker come in with another 5 memberships.
Oh my goodness.
You're spoiling me, young lady. You're spoiling me. Thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you. Oh my goodness. I was starting to get caught up because my chat, I get behind on it. And boom, she came in with another 5 memberships. Wow. Thank you so much, Debbie. Now we got Pickle Tink. Mr. Coop, D spills the tea. My question is, did Randy have a chance to get a copy of this filing before the courts sealed it? Are you talking about the 147 filing, Pickle Tink? Because the filing that D was so kind to read for us today, that's not sealed.
That's the 147 is sealed?
147 was sealed. I've never seen that one. Maybe I reach out to Tug. He might have it. I don't know. But yeah, the 147, I don't know. I really don't know. I would think that Randy would be able to see it, but maybe the judge nixed it maybe before he was able to see it. I don't know.
I don't know either. Chucky, how do you know about my 2-inch steel pipes into my dreadlocks?
Mr. Coop, that barcode is clipped and glued on, right? Okay, Sent Patty. Thank you. All right. So anything else you got going on over there?
No, just nailing down a day with that donor. So, to go over some more things. They want to talk some more. They have a lot on their chest that they want to get off. And I told them I would be more than happy to work with them on it and get it out there. And there's somebody else that I am hopefully thinking that they will be reaching back out to me. They've already reached out once, and I'm waiting to see if they reach back out again. So I'm just waiting.
Right on. Well, I can't wait because what has it been about a month since you released that video?
Yeah, they're. I'm not pushing anybody who contacts me. I don't push them, and I generally will wait a day before I respond to their email, and I will let them tell me in an email what it is that they want to say, and I don't push them. And I always say, you tell me what is a good time for you, and let's see if we can make this work. I will work around their schedule.
Miyagi, hey girl. Yeah, it's been. Let's see. You were always a bad person according to Lisa.
Yeah, I'm bad.
Now you're a liar and evil.
Yes.
For telling the truth.
Yes.
For telling the truth.
Okay.
Well, I mean, look at me. I'm poopy coopy,
Mhm.
I'm
No, wait, no. You're a pooper scooper. Get that right.
scooper.
Get that right.
I'm irrelevant.
Yes.
What else did she say I would say the other day? There was something else. I'm stupid. I lie about everything that comes out of my mouth. How do you lie about what you're reading on the screen?
Right.
That doesn't make sense. But anyway, that's just her shtick. That's just what if she's not being hateful towards every single person on this side of the fence, she ain't being Lisa. That's just her. She's just hateful, bitter, nasty old person. And when I say nasty in the way she acts, okay? I don't know shit about her physical self, okay? So I'm not going to go there, but she's just a nasty, evil person is all she is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to your next interview with this lady.
Yeah.
And
hopefully I can have something, I can have it nailed down before Friday and have them reach out to me and go ahead and record. So.
And I'm also interested in your next one you're going to be talking about. I'm really interested in that.
That one I'm keeping under wraps for right now. I'm not going to divulge anything because it could be quite eye-opening, and it's going to definitely ruffle some feathers.
Oh yeah, I'm not going to disclose who it is, but I'm really interested to hear all about that. Are you looking at maybe a live stream interview or just a recorded behind the scenes interview?
Recorded behind the scenes. Putting somebody on live can make them feel uncomfortable. And just starting the conversation with pleasantries and then, saying, well, I have, a question, if you don't mind answering it. And it's just the recording is to me, it helps the other side relax. It helps that person relax. It just, where they don't feel like they're on the spot if it was
Oh,
done
I
during
got
a
you.
live. Yeah.
I got you. Well, I do know one thing. I've noticed, the few times, every time you come on with me, it seems like you're getting more and more comfortable on the live aspect of it.
Yeah.
You seemed a little nervous the first couple of times,
Yeah.
which is not a bad thing, but
Well,
you,
it's
you,
your
you
show, and I was like, I'm afraid I'm gonna say something.
oh, no, no, no. Don't worry about that. You and I think a lot alike, so I'm not worried about that. You're doing great, girl. You're doing great. I can't wait for you to start doing some live streams.
Well, I have to find the time to get back into that. I thought I had a schedule arranged, and then, yeah, that went out the window. So,
Well, I
I'm
know
like,
I'm
"You know what?"
looking forward to it, and I know the chat's probably looking forward to it too. The interaction that I get from the chat, I absolutely cherish it. It's it's one of the reasons why I do this. Yeah, we talk about the chuckleheads and all that stuff over there, but my biggest thing is I love talking to the people in the chat
Yeah.
because they come up with some interesting stuff. I mean, think about it. I would have never even thought about searching that address.
I was waiting for you to. I'm like, "Is he gonna search it? Is he gonna Google it? Is he gonna Google it?"
Yeah,
Then
I would have
somebody in
never even
chat brought it
thought
up.
about it if you hadn't have said something, I would have just overlooked it. I was too fixated on the shitty handwriting, the block lettering. That's a deliberate attempt to try and hide who you are and what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
All
Oh
right,
my
slick
goodness.
chick. I think we're gonna haul boogie for today. I think I'm gonna send everybody to the barn, and I'm gonna get ready to run uptown with Mama here in just a few minutes. So
Sounds sounds like a plan on your end.
right, pitch your pitch for your channel there, girly girl.
All right, everybody, I don't know when it's gonna drop. I don't know when, but be on the lookout for it. I am going to schedule some time. Hopefully, I can nail down a day and a time before the end of this week and go ahead and start it. And hopefully, it might be out within the next 10 days, I want to say. Next 10 days. So
Debbie
I hope,
Baker. Hold on a second. She's
go
getting
ahead.
ready to leave there, D. Debbie Baker, thank you for coming in and spending time with us today. And thank you so much for gifting all those memberships to people. I know you not only brightened my day, you also brightened a lot of people's day. I hope you have a wonderful day, young lady. Thank you so much for popping in. All right, girl.
So I hope everybody has a wonderful Tuesday, and whatever you do today, make it enjoyable, everybody.
All right. Boys and girls, you all know I'm on Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock. So be here, be square, whatever they say it. And Coop's pretty much going to say, have a wonderful day. I will see you guys in the morning. As of right now, I think I have a guest scheduled tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. So keep your eye open on the channel. And I will see y'all tomorrow.